Joffrey, Renly, Robb Stark are all thieves. They'll bend the knee or I'll destroy them.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the Citadel with me, Grand Maester Stitch, for the start of a brand new series, The Knights of Summer, where we will be playing as Lord Leo of Last Lament. Lord Upton. If you remember the very beginning of the Knights of Andalia, Upton was one of the 4 starting houses that came over to the north that unfortunately died out within the first generation. So we're going to give that house a second chance at becoming great on the channel. We have many other custom houses. Many of you helped me with ideas in the comment sections when we did try out this idea on a stream. There was many teething problems and issues with doing an Andal Invasion of the Summer Islands, as it's not actually possible without tweaking a few things in console commands. So we did see the sort of issues that we are going to face moving forward with this series. So hopefully that will make things a little bit smoother this time around with the series rather than the stream. So we're here in the northernmost part of the Summer Isles, on the northernmost part of the northernmost island, the area known as Last Lament. This is what this de jure lordship is called. We have Swansport, which is our capital. We have Jahar over here, where we have already got an Andal Lord. And we have Stonehead, where we have another Andal Lord underneath us. And then we have Lotus Valley, where we have a Faith of the Seven converted Summer Islander who has taken the vows of the Seven and been coronated in all the oils and such. So we are playing in the bookmark of the last of the Muds, I believe. The Rivers and Hills, so Trust of the Mud's still around. But Westeros isn't really going to be a focal point for us. We're focusing on an Andal invasion of the Summer Islands, which could give us some very interesting mixes of culture down here with the Andals and Summer Islands mixing together. Those Summer Islander awesome swan ships and those bows and the awesome archers. It's going to be really cool. We could have some really cool mixes down here. So yeah, so here's Lord Leo of Last Lament, our starting character for this series, the hero of this series, House Upton, the White Swan on blue. So I have made him the same as the character that we did make in the stream. We're just starting from scratch, so many of you will know already what sort of character this is. But for people who did not catch that stream, let's go over him. So he's a skilled steward. He's a trader and an explorer rather than an actual warrior. He is attractive, shrewd, a knight, a trained fighter, just, diligent, ambitious, and erudite. So these are the traits that you guys decided we should give him when we did that stream. We have several people in our court as well as vassals. Before we look at the people in our court, we'll look at our vassals. So up here in Stonehead, it is another one of the characters that we landed in that stream, but we're just starting from scratch, and that's his Lord Donal Falax, who is a decent steward. So he's going to hopefully come in handy. A skilled steward, a knight, honest, paranoid, temperate, and content. In Jahar, we have House Bane under Lord Roland. He's a brilliant commander, a flanker, a holy warrior, a trickster, a knight, erudite, charitable, proud, and wrath. And then down here in Lotus Valley, we have the return of a whole old house name from the Knights of Andalia, which also died out very early. I thought it'd be really fitting, cool name for a Summer Islander house, and someone did suggest this in the stream that we call them House Blackstar. And he is a Grey Emissence. He's a formidable fighter, strong, tall, a knight, patient, diligent, just, and content. So a great Summer Islander warrior who has converted to the Faith of the Seven, the first Summer Islander to do so. And then in our court, we have several other houses that we will look over. We have Raymond Elm, who is a decent commander, another one of those houses put forward by you guys. We have Harris Udane with a green viper on red, who is a spy master type character. We have Hilbert Dirt, a white mosquito on a brown background, and he's a decent diplomat, but he's mainly all round really. He's a genius, but he is an incompetent steward, so I don't know what we'll do with this guy, but he could be he will be the founder of his house. We have Ryman Quill, who has a green archer on red for his sigil, and he's got very good learning. We've got Otto Draymont, a flamingo-y looking bird on a light bluey green background, and he's an impressive commander. And I think that was most. We do have a couple of Summer Islander courtiers who I literally just raised to nobility, and we'll see what they're called. They've got Delamabar Bow, Really nice looking green swan bird looking thing on a black background. And the others just have random names for now. But if you guys think of any cool Summer Islander mixed with Andal names, please feel free to put them down in the comments below. So with our bit of land here, we've got a bit of manpower. Not got a lot of stuff going on. We want to try and set up a really good trade port and trade routes down here. If we can try and get a nice trading empire down here, focus a little bit more on stewardship rather than conquest, but we are going to try and obviously capture all of the Summer Islands. But for now, we're going to look on improving our income and gold. We will be making improvements to our lands. We have got a little bit of money because the money does not last very long once you start upgrading provinces. We also have a starting amount of event troops, only 2,700. It's not a huge amount, but we did notice in that stream that one of the issues you do have playing down in the Summer Islands is that you constantly get slave raided by the Valyrians. So we need a little bit of manpower just in case that happens to protect us from that, because it literally screws you over for years and your demesne is in ruin for about 3-4 years. So that could really set us back. So at least now we've got a few troops to do that. Along with the vassals we can call up, it gives us around 5 to 6k thousand troops, which is a decent amount, but it's not actually that many compared to some of these other areas around us, which we will be looking to expand into. So we'll sort out our council. We need a Castellan, basically a hand. We want someone with good stewardship for that. We do have Donald, the Lord of Stonehead here, who is very good at that, but I don't know if he'd be better really to be our Master of Coin instead. Then again, we do have this Summer Islander who's a skilled steward as well. He and an architect. Ooh, he could probably be better as our Hand of the King then, because you can actually send them to oversee development, can't you? I'm pretty sure. No, we'd probably make, yeah, we'll make Donald our Castellan then. And then our treasurer can be this guy, Guy Juco. House Guy Juco. I'm going to absolutely destroy these pronunciations. We'll get him to collect actually. We will be constructing stuff, so let's get him to overview construction in Swansport. Our Justifer, our Master of Laws, let's have a look. We've got Hibbo Dirt, who's really, well, he doesn't actually have the trait, but we do have Lord Blackstar, though, who is a Grey Emissance, but he's only got 9 diplomacy, which isn't the best, so we will go with Lord Dirt for now. We need a Master at Arms. We've got several decent commanders, I believe. We've got Udo Blackstar, and we've got Otho Draymont, neither of which are actually good fighters. So we could just go with Lord Blackstar. He is our vassal, but he's a formidable fighter, so he could help with the troops. We've got our treasurer already, and Spymaster. Oh, wow. So this guy's pretty good as well, actually. But he's not got the... Yeah, we'll go with Harris Udane for that. We need a court physician. We'll go with Lord Quill. And a Septon. We've got Septon Dennett. Right, so if we can just get you to... oversee the realm for now. Let's just improve our small land that we have got here. We could change the name of the Summer Isles. We can have it something very different for the Andals. Our diplomat, well, we'll send you to start fabricating claims upon these lands close by. We'll send you to Lotus Point. We'll get you just to train the troops for now in Swansport. Our Spymaster, not sure what we'll do with you just yet. We could sabotage economy, but that's going to hurt us in the future when we're trying to take this land, so that might not be the best idea. We'll get you to serve court. We'll get you to start converting the Summer Islanders to the faith of the Seven, the true gods. Could build a spy network. We'll have a look into our spy in a minute and see what sort of plots we could potentially get going. We need a designated regent. Do you know what? We'll go for Blackstar, just because he's probably going to have a better relationship with the natives. Bodyguards, we've got 3 Summer Islander bodyguards here that we can go for. We'll go for all 3 of those. Captain of the Household Guard, we could go for one of these guys. This guy is honourable. Delambar Bow, so we'll go with him. Delambar, yeah, probably slaughtering that, I apologise. Roland Bane as that. For our Master of Horse, we will go with Donald Flat. Okay, it's not allowing us to... Oh, no, it did allow us to do that. Master of the Hunt, can we have Roland Bane for that? No, it's not allowing us to have him. We'll go with some of these other guys then. Harris Udane, High Almoner. We will go with... Let's go with this. Oh, she's a courtier. Let's go with Lord Elm. Cupbearer. We need someone, of course, that we can trust. Let's have a look at these traits that we've got here. We do have the Black Stars. We could go with them. Lord Quill. who is content and authoritative, a craven. I don't think he'd dare to hurt us. Court tutor. Let's have a look what learning we've got. Wow, this Summer Island is very good. We do have the Septon, but no, we'll go with Zadhata. And commanders, we've got space for a couple of commanders. We'll go with Otho Draymont. Pretty sure we've got some other decent ones. Raymond Elm. Surely we've got someone better than this 8 Marshal. Not many, really, to be honest. Neither of these are that good, and none of them are actually even commanders in the slightest. So we'll leave that with the person that we have for now. Council is sorted. Oh, nice. And 6 of those are Crown Loyalists as well, which is even better. We do need to select our focus and ambition. For our ambition, we'll go with... Do we have a steady early 5 years where we try not to have any war, see the realm prosper, and we can get our claims and such whilst we do that? We probably will, but we'll go with get married, of course, first. A nice, easy one for us. And then for our focus, we will go with, we've got rulership or business. Let's go for business, because that is the sort of focus that we want to focus on over these first few years as we start to spread our faith down here. I'm going to have it very, very similar to Knights of Andali, where we take it slow and we properly build this into our own version of events and story and really build that lore really heavy like we like to do on the channel. There won't be POVs, unfortunately. I would love to do them, but that's one of the main things that slows me down. With how busy I am in real life at the moment, it's hard for me to get the POVs done, but I want to still get some content back out there. So for this series, we're not going to have the POVs, but we are still going to have everything else the same as our other custom series. So I think that means we can unpause once we find ourselves a bride. Now let's go on to the find character for that. I want to find someone who is of our culture and religion for now, but in the future it will be cool to mix with those Summer Islanders and make a new really interesting culture and race. But as we are Andal for now, we'll stick with an Andal bride and we'll look at that into the future. We want one who's not married, my culture and religion, of course an adult as well. And let's start down the other end of the spectrum, someone not so old. If we can get someone with some decent inheritable traits, that would be cool. We've already got the attractive trait. We do have you here, who's a giant. Galissa of Deddington. You could be a good choice. That giant trait could be really interesting. Only 16 as well. Let's have a look if there's any other options, but she's going to be my number 1 target for now. It doesn't look like there's any others. We could go for one who's a little bit older if there's one with some trait. Oh, the weak trait, we don't want that. The slow trait, we don't want that. It's not looking like this anymore. She's probably going to be the perfect bride for us. Oh, we have one with the strong trait here. Elusive Shadow. A Fieldstone Castle. Strong trait could be interesting. We have a Hunchback. We'll avoid that. A Lisp. I think we may go with our first option, Galissa. She looks promising. I'm not seeing any others with any nice inheritable traits like that. No. So yeah, we'll stick with this option here. Let's arrange a marriage between her and ourselves, Lord Leo, and send. And I believe that's everything. For all the custom courtiers, for now, I've already sorted out betrothals, well, marriage prospects and propositions. We've just got to wait for those to pop up. So let's unpause and let time start passing and hope that things go well. And some of those marriage proposals are coming straight in. Many of those women and brides arriving at our courts who we can hopefully make good use of. And Lord Leo of Last Lament fulfilled the ambition to get married. Perfect. So now we can select a new ambition. We can obviously try for a son, but we don't know how long that's going to take. So let's try and see the realm prosper. Let's try and stay at peace for the first few years. Let's get someone else leading this army for now. Let's go for Otho and Raymond so that we're nice and at home. We'll get our fleet docked. We will keep these event troops for now. What is love? Today is the day, the one I've been dreading. While I've kept my appearance up throughout the ceremony, a paralysing doubt is gnawing at my soul. My new wife, Galissa, is certainly a good match, but is that all there is to it? I know people like us never marry for love, but why does the Septon talk of such things? I fear dying without ever having known true love. During the following wedding feast, I feel as if I am moving through the thick fog, mechanically repeating the motions, just as I have been taught. That is until I see her. Her pealing laughter and radiating smile breaks through the numbness like Cupid's arrow lodging itself deep in my heart. Is she the answer to my prayers? Oh, nice. So are we going to fall in love with our bride straight away? That would be awesome. Lord Leo Upton and Galissa of Deddington have got married. It is customary for a dowry to be paid to the groom's house. Yes, it's in everyone's concern. Cough up, you tight sod, and give me some more cash to spend. My Lord Leo, Spotswood is under attack from Ghost Hill and is in need of aid. I'm not going to get involved with anything going on in Westeros for hopefully the foreseeable future. While taking a break from dancing, I've received the opportunity to converse with Lady Kajia. I am not disappointed. Her wit, her beauty, her charm. I do not want this moment to end, but her husband, Lord Corazar, is approaching. May I have the honour of this dance? It will upset our bride. I better leave. Galissa is looking displeased. Now, we want to keep our wife on side. My Lord Cleos has sent you the customary amount in gold. 25 gold. We'll take that. Let's see what other improvements we can do on our capital. There are the personal stuff that we can do because I have got the personal mod, sub-mod on, but we won't go with that for now. We'll go with some of the other ones for now. And we'll improve our basic defences. Let's just make our castle that little bit stronger for now. And also, we can establish a new bank, which would be awesome if we can do that. The Bank of the Isles, that would be awesome. Reports reach you about a ship that just docked in Stone Head. The ship is called Storm of the Gods, and on board resides the renowned physician Kahuro the Sea Devil, who is currently in the employ of the ship's captain. If you were to offer a large sum of gold to the greedy physician, he would surely be willing to take up residence in your court instead. That is an awesome name. One-legged. He has a loyal parrot. Oh, wow. Hey, he's not as good as our other physician, but I just want him because that is a freaking awesome name. Kahuro the Sea Devil. Oh, it's only 10 gold. Yes. Yes, he can be our new physician. This guy looks awesome. Can we marry him? Yeah, we've got 2 Summer Islander brides. Let's marry him to Tanta then, if he will accept. Perfect. That's awesome. I had to have him just for that awesome name. Can we hold a feast? Yes, we can. We'll invite all of our vassals, and we'll also hold a summer fair afterwards. Let's start trying to get the Summer Islanders and the locals on side. Introduce them to Andal culture and Andal religion. Bless among you in your house. Regrettably, I feel it would not be in the best interest of Kahora to marry Tanta. Well, that sucks. We'll find him another bride then. Let's go with this lady here and see if she will accept. We are going to need to get him doing something. Oh, he's already serving court. We need to get our spy master doing something. There's not really much that we can go for plot-wise. There's not. We can kill people, but what's the point? See Lady Galissa of the Last... No, we don't want to kill our wife. Tonight, I was visited by Kajia in my dreams. When I woke up, I could still hear her velvet voice echo in my ears, and I feel the comforting weight of her hand in mine. Oh, graceful angel, most brave lady, my heart aches for you. I must find her before she leaves. Okay, so we're in love with Lord Blackstar's wife. This is wrong. I must forget her. Well, looking at our traits, we're not lustful or anything like that, so this is wrong. I must forget her. Let's have a look at the Lord of this land that we are going to try and go into first. Princess Xander II of Sweet Lotus Vale. She does have a lot of manpower, and she owns this land down here as well. Do you know what then? We will actually, because it's far away. It's going to be a long time before we take any land like that. Is this where she resides, in this bit here? Yes, it is. So, we'll spend our spy master to sabotage the economy down here. Let's try and break her, make her poor over the next few years while improving our own wealth and standing. No heir of your dynasty, I know. We need to sort that out. Yes, we'll set the crown focus in Swansport, and we can upgrade a holding, but we won't do that yet because that will cost a lot of money. The best part about preparing a feast is deciding what food stuff to serve. Yes, we will spend lavishly. We've got the gold. Let's try and get these vassals on side and liking us. Perfect. That marriage has gone through. Most of the preparations for the feast have been made. Now I only have to send out the invitations. Let's hope that this goes well. Is there any societies in the Summer Isles that you can join? I don't think there is. Not really, no. No, that's a shame. The Alchemist Guild. But yeah, we won't bother with that for now. We've got a Loyalist faction. Awesome. Lord Roland Bane is in charge of that, which is awesome. If you can think of any names for these areas as well, guys, please feel free if they're better names. I do want to keep Stonehead. I quite like Stonehead, and I quite like Lotus Valley, to be honest, but Jahar we could change to something a little bit more Andal. It is a jungle region, I believe. Yes, thick jungle, as a lot of this is down in the Summer Isles. The Faith Militant has been restored. The Faith of the Seven and the High Septon historically had 2 military orders, collectively known as the Faith Militant, to call upon in the defence of the Faith. The warriors' sons were made up of fanatical knights, many from noble families, who have vowed to fight the enemies of the Faith. The Poor Fellows were the more humble order, made up of common folk and women. These lightly armed footmen protected the pilgrims of Westerosi on their travels. Now the High Septon has acquired enough authority to restore the Faith Militant once more. Noble knights are flocking to join the warriors' sons. Small folk are joining the Poor Fellows in their hundreds. The Faith is now truly a force to be reckoned with, and it doesn't really concern us. We could improve the city of Last Lament, and we're already building a harbour post there. I think we're building stuff in the city of Juranon. We can think of new games for these as well, guys. Please feel free. Let's build some village markets and improve our income in these places. Everybody was talking about the musicians, and I finally had some time off from all the preparations for my feast so that I could see with my own eyes and hear with my own ears what people were talking about. The musicians were good, and they were looking for a Patreon. Yeah, we'll offer them our patronage. Why not? We want to get people on side. My Lord Leo, Sandstone is under attack from the Torrentine. I do not care. We will not get involved with anything going on up there. We can command our household gods. What do we need to establish a bank? We need 1,000 gold. That would be pretty cool to do. Our stewardship is high enough. We meet everything else. We just need more gold. So that would be really cool to have our own bank in the future. Maybe not now, but in the future. We will hold a summer fair as well once our feast is over. Hopefully it doesn't take us too long to start gaining these claims. When we tried it in the stream, it was ridiculous how long it took, but we'll forward things along slightly. The guests have finally arrived in Swansport. They have been given bread and salt, as is their guest right. All is now ready. The cooks have worked day and night preparing the food. Our stocks of white wine have been replenished, and the castle has never looked lovelier. Perfect. Hopefully it goes well. We need the locals more on side. I don't think we own any more for Demences, do we, other than what we own? Some of my guests did not seem satisfied with the food, but I would never have thought that one of them would have complained out loud. Lord Donald said a lot of nasty stuff about the food, and I couldn't help but feel irritated. Well, thanks, Lord Flax. Thank you very much indeed. The feasting has begun, and the endless courses you ordered are impressing the guests. The pinnacle of these is an enormous pie, surmounted with smaller pies forming a crown. The crust of the large pies are silvered all around and gilt at the top. Each pie contains a whole roe deer, a goslin, 3 capons, 6 chickens, 10 pigeons, 1 young rabbit, and no doubt to serve as seasoning or stuffing, a minced loin of veal, 2 pounds of fat, and 26 hard-boiled eggs covered with saffron and flavoured with cloves. My god, that is a lot of food. It's made me hungry. Right, let's continue to forward and see where things go. And everyone had fun at our feast, and that improves all of their opinions of us, which is perfect. So we will now hold a summer fair as well, which is only 25 gold, but we want to get the peasants on side, make the small folk see the goodness and what's to gain by joining the Andal society and culture. I'm interested to see if there will be a new culture that is made in game. Like when you invaded the north as Andals, you got Andal Northmen. Be interesting to see if you get Andal Summer Islanders. Be really cool. I'm not sure there will be. I don't think that will be set in the mechanic like it's set in for the Andal Invasion submod. This isn't technically where you're meant to invade in the Andal submod. It tries to force you to only invade Westeros, so we had to start landed. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. The Summer Island is actually a lot bigger than I first thought. There's a lot of land here to be taken and a lot of provinces, and then there's always the option maybe of going to north and beyond into the Basilisk Isles, which could be really cool. Could be really cool to have a summer sea empire, and some basic defences have been built in Swansport in the last keep, which is perfect. Can we make some other improvements? What do we have? Let's go for a small shipyard, which is a lot of money, but we do need more ships. The strolling players had set up their scene and were rehearsing their lines for tonight's performance at the summer fair. When I approached them, I'd prefer if you performed the Crusader Kings, which will make our priest happy. Theatre is a reflection of the world. We gain 1 learning. Leave as soon as you are done. Lady Galissa wants you to join us for supper, which would make our wife happy. Yeah, let's make our wife happy. We want ourselves a son. Do you know what? Can we send her gift as well. 15 gold improves her opinion by... Yeah, perfect. I don't know if I made these characters... Yes, I already have made these characters important. That's fine. I thought I had. But it's best to check. Oh, we haven't made Lord Blackstar important. There we go. Now we have. The peddlers are loading their wares and the merchants are taking down their stalls. The jugglers, strolling players and the other entertainers are preparing to leave. The summer fair is over for this year. It was great fun while it lasted. We gained 15 prestige. Perfect. Hopefully it will improve our capital as well. Maybe make it a little bit more prospering. Who knows? Hopefully it will in the future. Yes, we're prospering. Perfect. Disease resistance minus 10. Levy reinforcement rate up 5%. Local tax modifier up by 2.5%. And local revolt risk is down as well. So that's awesome. Things are going really well. Let's have a look at the trade routes actually, while we're on that. See what trade routes we do have. So we have a decent looking trade post over here in Tall Tree. So it would be good to work our way down to that. But there are several others. There's one here, a potential trade post in Lotus Point. So it would be good to try and get hold of that if we can. And these trade routes go off to Valyria. And most of the free cities, I'm guessing, yeah. And all over, but mainly straight to Valyria. It would be good if we could link up with the Westerosi ones. And trade directly with the other Andals in Westeros. The peasants in Swansport spend a long time on the road in order to meet with the priests. Also, your Septon Denick claims. He suggests it would be in your interest to construct local shrines. In that way, the peasants would not have to travel far in order to worship. Less travel means more work being done. Lose 40 gold, gain 25 piety. Our piety goes up, and the prosperity of our capital goes up. Of course, it's a no-brainer. We'll 100% go for that. I don't care about what's happening with dragons. We've come here to get away from the dragons. So we'll hopefully leave them behind. One thing we do need to change is our inheritance law. At present, it's the oldest member of our dynasty rather than our oldest son. So we do need to change that once we've been ruling for 10 years when we have the chance to do so. There's not much else that we can do at present. We just want to get these first 5 years out of the way, prospering, hopefully gaining claims as we go along to most of these Sweet Lotus Vale lands. Try and claim all of those at once and take over this northern island, well, half of this northern island, and then we can go to Tall Trees. Once that's out of the way, we can upgrade a holding, but we won't do that for now. Archon Marius of Valyria has disappeared along with his dragon. I don't care. That doesn't concern us, as I've already said. And fate smiles upon me. My wife, Galissa, is pregnant. Excellent news. Perfect news. Just what we want. So we'll forward things along and see how things go. And my Lord Leo, Dawn is under attack from Dawn. Interesting. But no, I'm not going to get involved. Does that mean Dawn has actually been formed? Someone's managed to form Dawn. Ah, the Ironwoods have formed Dawn, which is very interesting that they've managed to do that. And so has Lord Martel. Ah, yes, Lord Martel here, I'm guessing. No, just a random house. So we've got two versions of Dawn. I'm hoping the Ironwoods win out. But yeah, we're not going to get involved anyway, in the slightest. And a son was born to Sir Ryman Elm and Princess Melanie of Mere, named Joshua Elm. Oh, and he's a stillborn. That sucks. Never mind. The pregnancy has made my wife Galissa much more talkative and cheerful than usual. She never misses the chance to chat with anybody within earshot. Unfortunately, most scholars agree that a pregnant woman should spend as much time as possible resting in a dark room to avoid giving birth to a sickly child. She should rest. We lose stewardship. I will let her have her fun. She should rest. Improve her health. We want to make sure that our son/daughter is born healthy. The dark rest may be good for my future child's health, but it is proving... oh, God. Okay, so it's not proving well for her mental stability. She's finding it harder to sleep at night and has become twitchy and impossible to deal with. How unfortunate. Hopefully our son is safe. And another dragon rider's disappeared, but I don't care. Who are these ships here? Isle of Birds galleys. Are you at war, then? The Isle of Birds. Let's have a look. Who are you at war with? You are defending against Lord Maester of Magos in a slave raid on the Isle of Birds. Okay. Hopefully we can avoid any slave raids for now. And our small shipyard has been built in the last keep. Perfect. We've got a new High Septum, which doesn't really concern us, but at least now we can call upon more ships, which is perfect. Also gets us slightly more income as well, which is awesome. And Toller approaches you. My liege, I have a great idea for a monument. Something to raise our culture status and make the people notice what a great ruler you are. I would require some gold and your patience, and the work would take a year to complete. So be it. Surprise me. We'll see how that goes. My liege, the construction work being done in Swansport is coming along well under the meticulous eyes of Master Builder, who has taken me under his wing and is teaching me all he knows about constructing buildings. This knowledge will greatly help me in your work. Excellent. Our build time goes down 5% and our prosperity goes up. My lord, heathens attacked me when I tried to spread the word of gods. I barely escaped with my life and am now severely wounded. How dare they? Well, that's not good. Hopefully you can still spread the faith. And we have a new heir. We have a daughter. Always a daughter first. Okay. Well, I don't want the name Brella. Let's look for something a little bit more interesting. I can't remember the name that I used in the stream, so we'll just go through until we find one that I do like. Lynora Upton. That's not too bad. Awesome. We've had our first child, but we will end episode 1 here, guys. We've set things up nicely. We have our heir, and we're getting our claims. We're getting everything prospering. Things are looking good. I hope that you enjoyed the first episode of the Knights of Summer, guys. Please leave any suggestions, what you want to see in the future of this series, down in the comments below, as well as your custom character and name for lands, castles, cities, etc. Ideas for that. I'd love to hear all of those, and hopefully we can get some of those in. Please don't forget to leave a like on the video. It helps me out massively, and I'd really appreciate it, as well as subscribing if you're new here, and hopefully I'll see you all very soon for the next episode.